mind.
10. 1918.
Here
This
we
year
go.
kicks off
18? The war's over, bro. What do you mean?
something called the Spanish flu.
Oh.
So a popular cure for the plague included taking a healthy chicken, plucking its back and bottom clean, and then strapping it to the patient's open sores. The idea was if the chicken became ill, it was helping to pull.
Bro, motherfuckers back then was so dumb, bro.
Sunlight levels dramatically decreased everywhere in the world, causing mass famine, but nowhere more so than Russia.
So I was thinking about this. If I was in a famine, would I eat my own cum? Bro, I'd have to, bro. Chat top 10 worst years in human history. Let's lock in.
100,000 years. And honestly, most of that time was spent dying in pools of our own diarrhea. So when you think
Shut
of
up,
the worst
bitch.
years in human history, it's basically all of them. But that would be a boring video. So let's be prisoners of the moment and allow recency bias to cloud our analysis as we rank the top 10 worst years to be alive in human history.
I think already I hovered over the timeline a little bit, and he does heavily put like World War II and World War One. So I know for a fact. I know also he's gonna put like the Black Plague and whatever. I'll see like what news is gonna blow my
10.
mind.
1918.
Yes, there
This
we
year
go.
kicks off
18? Bro, the war's over, bro. What do you mean?
something called the Spanish flu.
Oh.
Surprisingly, this flu wasn't actually from Spain, but it was still no bueno. Exact numbers for the death toll are kind of hard to pin.
Wait, chaps, real quick. Papi. It's crazy like how much of history is just pure perspective. Like we all know like that World War One, World War II is fucked, but the Spanish flu killed way more people than that shit. But we barely know about it, bro. Like we barely. I think most people on average don't know about the Spanish. God, my head's fucked up. Most people don't know about the Spanish flu because it's not that taught in school. But it was fucked up, bro.
Yeah, but estimates range from 20 to 50 million human deaths globally.
Yeah,
The
see,
Spanish
bro.
flu was particularly deadly for two reasons. One, it was a brand
Can I speed this shit, man? Yo, this motherfucker's boring, bro. No. I don't put videos quicker, so let's see.
new strain of the flu. And two, the conditions of the Great War made it so much easier for the disease to spread. Soldiers returning home brought the flu with them, infecting people in remote areas who had no immunity to the
I probably should not be making silly face for his video.
virus. What was extra special about the Spanish flu was that it was unusually deadly for young adults compared to other flu viruses of the time, leading to a significantly higher death toll. This disease was terrifying for doctors, not just because of how quickly it spread or how quickly their patients died, but the process of how people died from it. Heliotrope cyanosis was a symptom of the Spanish flu, where a patient's skin would slowly turn purple as their lungs filled with fluid, preventing them from...
That's so, bro. That would fucking terrify me, bro. Anything involving the lungs scares the shit out of me. Like, bro, if you can't fucking like breathe properly, that's fucked. That's actually terrifying, bro.
getting enough oxygen into their bloodstream. The blue/purple color would start in their lips and fingers, but eventually spread across their whole body as they neared death. After the patient passed,
That is so fun. But I was watching a video about this, and like, there were motherfuckers in Alaska, like that part of America. There were motherfuckers there who didn't know that Alaska was now American, but they heard about the Spanish flu. Like, it was so bad, like even like the most remote parts was
their
hearing
entire
about
body
it.
would then quickly turn from purple to black. Truly horrific stuff. To make matters worse, 1918 was also the final year of World War I, which saw another 5 million global casualties and made most of Europe no fun. Also in this year, you had the Russian Revolution going on, which ended the House of Romanov for good with the assassination of Nicholas II and his family this year. This revolution allowed Vladimir Lenin to take power, where he established a totalitarian dictatorship that oversaw the mass killing of political dissidents. The revolution was marked by brutal civil war and famine, which killed millions more. And finally, the
Oh, so he's saying both it would suck because the Spanish flu and the political. Oh, that makes
Treaty of
sense.
Versailles was being drafted, which, while not initially terrible, put Germany in a super bad mood that had some pretty major downstream consequences. But more on that later. Number 9, 1492.
Okay, this one I don't know about. I
We all
don't
know
know
in
about.
1492, Columbus
Also, I want to see. Like if you born in South America, that makes sense. I want to see if it brings up like Chinese wars. Because I remember one time I was going through Wikipedia. I looked like the most like devastating casualties in history. Number 1 was World War II, then World War I. But bro, for like the next top 3, like below that, was like fucking like random as Chinese wars, like pre-ancient China. Cause like bro, like there wasn't that many wars, but like, they had like fucking like huge ass battles with like so many people.
sailed the ocean blue. But by doing that, Columbus also opened up a portal to hell for nearly everyone who was currently living in the Americas. Nearly every indigenous person that came in contact with a European settler was either killed by a disease, killed in the slave trade, killed in war, or died of a broken heart.
Learn Spanish with Real Spanish.
Bro, what a crazy ad placement. He brought up South America again, ad Spanish
Certainly
ad.
didn't all happen in 1 year. The introduction of European settlers
Which I never understood. How come motherfuckers from the old world, How come like the settlers didn't get like a disease? Like was South America like that clean? Definitely
The
shit.
Americas ended up killing 90% of the indigenous population. Diseases like smallpox, measles, and influenza decimated communities that had no immunity to these foreign illnesses. I guess one could argue that the events of 1492 had positive effects on much of humanity, leading to the age of exploration and the eventual globalization of trade and culture that brought us things like pizza and chocolate. However, the near extinction of an entire continent civilization does put it on our list. Number 8, 2008. This is probably the height of...
Okay, Papi, I honestly what he brings up in his point, cause I don't think 2000. I would have preferred nuclear take. I would prefer to be alive in 2008 than be like a fucking South American guy killed by fucking Columbus, bro. I don't know,
recency
bro.
bias, but who cares? It sucked. 2008 was the year the entire world realized that rich people just basically make up how much money there is. And for a number of reasons too complicated to go into in this video, something called Lehman Brothers went out of business, and then the entire global economy collapsed. Stock markets around the world crashed. The American auto industry nearly went belly up, and the cost of food and gas went through the roof. It was the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression, causing millions of Americans to lose their jobs and homes. Also, if you've ever wondered why do houses cost so much these days? Well, in the aftermath of the 2008 mortgage crisis, new home construction basically stopped for about 10 years because nobody could get a loan. And since the
Oh, is that why? Oh, is he saying because no more houses will build? Fucking like the ones that exist right now cost more. Oh, that's
There wasn't a
bullshit,
10-year
bro.
hiatus on unprotected sex. We now have way too many people and way too few houses. So thanks again to
Yeah, and that's true. Bro, there's more motherfuckers now as well.
2008 for still ruining all of our lives. What? China and Australia's economy actually grew during the Great Recession? What do you mean America isn't the center of the... Number 7, 73,000 BC. Okay, so we're a little loosey-goosey on the exact year, but trust me, whenever it was bad. Rewind Earth's clock 70 or so millennia, and you'll witness what's known as a supervolcano eruption. This particular event is known as the Toba Catastrophe, and is probably the thing Indonesia is second most famous for after Komodo dragons. This eruption set off a
Wait, is this the one that killed the
10-year
dinosaurs?
volcanic winter that nearly eliminated the entire human species. The Toba eruption released so much volcanic ash into the atmosphere that it blocked sunlight, leading to a drastic drop in global temperatures. The few survivors faced harsh conditions, with scarce food and resources.
Oh, the Ice
struggling
Age.
to maintain
Okay,
their
okay.
communities. The entire human population left on Earth was somewhere between 3,000 and 10,000 people, or roughly the size of...
Wait, how many?
The entire human population faced harsh conditions, with scarce food and resources, struggling to maintain their communities. The entire human population left on Earth was somewhere between 3,000 and 10,000 people,
Bro, the entire population, bro. The like not just like one tribe, not just one country. The entire population, bro. That's man, shut the fuck up. That's crazy, bro. Chad, that's actually like there was a time where like motherfuckers won like the motherfuckers of the world. Like they would let bro. Bro, that's like less than like the smallest fucking village like in fucking bumfuck nowhere, bro. That's
roughly the size of
crazy.
Brandon, South Dakota. You've never heard of Brandon, South Dakota? Okay, Madison Square Garden can hold around 20,000 people, so the entire population left on Earth after that
Oh
eruption
my
could
God,
fit in
bro. Bro, there were less people back then to like host a fucking like a Lakers game, bro. That's
MSG
crazy.
twice. This phenomenon is known as a genetic bottleneck, and is also...
Yeah, bro, I heard about this. When you have like so less people, like you kind of become fucked, cause like for whatever.
why we're all kind of related. Number 6, 1929. The Roaring Twenties came to an abrupt end in 1929 when the U.S. stock market crashed, setting off, if you've heard this before, a global economic...
Also, bro, can I be honest? I think this motherfucker preempted the Spanish flu to like hook your attention. Cause I would rather be born here than being born like the fucking Spanish flu. Bro, I would rather be fucked and not be employed than having fucking like the Spanish flu and having shit in my lungs. That sounds way better, bro. Well, I think it's a matter of like perspective. Like if you're born in the Ice Age, you wouldn't really care that much, cause you know like what point of view do you have? But if you were born in 2008, if you were like around 2008 or like the Great Depression, that would suck, cause you'd be like at the heart of a disaster.
Great Depression that followed was a decade...
Like the turnaround in quality of life would be insane, cause you've seen like the before and after.
long economic disaster that affected almost every country in the world. Mental health was at an all-time low immediately following the market crash. Self-deletion rates were so high that some hotel operators...
That boy said self-deletion. Just say suicide, bro.
New York City would ask guests if they needed a room for sleeping or jumping out of. That's real. In the US, 1 in 4 people became unemployed, and wages for the remaining workforce were basically cut in half. Bread lines and soup kitchens became a common sight, and many people lost their homes and savings. One farmer of the day knew he couldn't afford to feed his sheep, so he slit their throats and threw them down a canyon instead of letting them starve. It's like, what? They don't like sheep? The events of 1929 set off a decade of economic hardship that culminated in Earth's favorite pastime, World War. Number 5, 1601. If you take one thing away from this video...
Hold on, 1601. What happened then? It's before like a Balkan War,
It should be
actually.
that volcanoes
No, that's why the Crusade. No, that's way too late. What was it?
are bad. So bad, in fact, that one volcano in Peru basically turned the lights
eruptions.
off for the whole planet. The eruption of Huayna Patina in 1600 was one of the largest volcanic events in recorded history, spewing vast amounts of ash into the atmosphere. The summer of 1601 was known as the summer with no sunshine. Sunlight levels dramatically decreased everywhere in the world, causing mass famine, but nowhere more so than Russia. The lack of sunlight led to crop failures and livestock death. A third of the Russian population starving to death in the 2 years following the eruption. No sunshine also meant it was extremely cold, so to keep warm, many in the region turned to killing any animal with fur.
Oh, bro, that'll piss me off right now. Chat, right now it's the 1st of March. It's the 1st of the month. And it's so sunny outside. If it became summer and there was like no fucking like lights at all, like no sunlight, I'd be so pissed off. I'd be more pissed off about my mood being ruined than me starving to death, bro. I'm gonna be
They
honest.
could find not just for food, but also to create clothing and blankets. Accounts from the time describe people so desperate for food that they ate grass, their pets, and each other, which means all of us are just one cloudy summer away from cannibalism. Number 4, 1942. Not much to see here, just worldwide violence and genocide resulting in millions of deaths. At the tail end of 1941, Japan made a monumental strategic error and, not so elegantly, insisted that the US become heavily involved in World War II. This essentially turned America into a death factory, where every able-bodied human was either making stuff that killed people or just killing people. The war effort mobilized entire populations, leading to the development of new weapons and technologies, including the Manhattan Project.
Chat, this is about the if you guys have seen Midway, that's a really good movie about Pearl Harbor. It starts with Pearl Harbor, but it shows also like America from 42 to 45. That's a really
Would
good
cause
movie.
all kinds of problems for future humans. Meanwhile, soldiers and civilians in Russia and China were dying by the thousands every day. The brutal fighting on the Eastern Front and the Pacific Theater claimed millions of lives. Nazi Germany continued its war crimes and genocide, so not great. Number 3, 1943.
Oh, come on, bro, that's way too fucking close together, bro. Come
Remember
on.
1942? Like that. But again, 1943 saw some of the deadliest battles of
Oh, it is called top 10 worst years. Like not worst periods, just years, like individual
World War
year.
II. The Battle of Stalingrad, one of the bloodiest battles in history, ended in early 1943 with the defeat of the German army.
Man, these poor ass Russian, man. It sucks to be Russian, bro. You got this, and you're fucking like 1601, 1611, whatever. Man, this shit sucks, bro.
This marked a turning point in the war that came as
Wait, what was Russia like in 1601? Hold on. 'Cause I know it didn't have a Putin. Russia, 1601. Oh, like fucking medieval times. Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be like industrial time, but nah. Oh my god, bro, they turned you stone, but that's crazy, bro. That's fucked up, actually. God, chat, I don't think there's not a worse time to being caught. There's not a worse time than being in a famine. Cause then like you have nobody to fight, bro. Like who do you blame generally?
a staggering cost of over 2 million casualties. In the Pacific, the Battle of Guadalcanal and the continued island hopping campaign
So I was thinking about this. If I was in a famine, would I eat my own cum? Bro, I'd have to, bro. I kinda have to.
resulted in massive losses on both sides, and Nazi Germany continued doing Nazi Germany things. So again, a horrible time.
I'm fucking with you. I don't see shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. Octopus Mega Farm. I don't give a fuck,
Number
bro.
2, 1347. Welcome to medieval times.
Oh, the fucking Black Death.
You can't say
Yeah.
anything about the mid-1300s that doesn't involve the bubonic plague. In 1347, the Black Death began ravishing most of Eurasia and parts of North Africa. Within a few years, the plague killed roughly a third of Europe, which probably put a pretty big dent into the cappuccino and scarf industries. The plague was caused by a bacterium in the fleas of rats, and rats were basically the podcasts of the 1300s. Completely unwanted, but absolutely everyone had them. Death from the bubonic plague was swift, but painful. An infected person would develop horribly swollen lymph nodes,
Ew.
often accompanied by fever and diarrhea, and would usually be dead in under a week. Medicine of the time was primitive, to say the least. A popular cure for the plague included taking a healthy chicken, plucking its back and bottom clean, and then strapping it to the patient's open sores. The idea was if the
Ew.
chicken became ill, it was helping to pull.
Bro, motherfuckers back then was so dumb, bro. Like, God, bro, I'm not hearing about this. One doctor fucking like said that like when delivering a baby from a woman, you should clean your hands, cause then your hands are clean. And he got fucking a medal for that, bro. I think it was like 1501, 1601. But bro, he got an award for being that fucking like simple. Bro, we were so dumb back then, bro, for real.
Okay, let's check your chicken today. Oh, awesome! It's almost dead. You're doing great.
Do you know what's crazy? Motherfuckers would be like, oh, if I went back in time, I would tell my ancestors about electricity and the computer. That would be useless because they can't use that for shit. Tell them about, fucking washing your hands. How would you fucking make paracetamol? Tell them about tell them what kinds of that'd be actually like, useful information, bro. Like teach them shit that they can actually like use in the point of time.
This would be repeated until the patient or the chicken died, often both in many cases. Chickens weren't the only animal rubbed on boils. Plague doctors also tried rubbing cut up pieces of snakes on them as well. See, snakes were considered evil, and so was the plague. So the idea was that if evil things liked other evil things, putting the snake on a boil would trick the plague into following the snake and leave the patient's body. Another cutting-edge cure for the Black Death was eating crushed emeralds. People who couldn't afford emeralds would drink arsenic or mercury instead, which probably was just a little less effective than the chicken and the snake. All the anguish from this pandemic began to pull society apart at the seams. Many people took the chaos of the situation as an opportunity to steal from the sick and weak. Needless to say, people were so scared to help one another. Many were left to die alone in misery. It took centuries for Europe and other parts of the world to recover from the mass destruction of the Black Death. Number 1, 536.
Oh, okay. Now I want to see what's the worst time in history ever to be born in.
This is essentially a greatest...
Already, I know it sucks because they don't have a PS5 or an Xbox at that time, so already I know it sucks.
All the worst moments from human history. Things kick off with our old friend the supervolcano, which sent a cloud of volcanic ash over the entire northern hemisphere. This left most of the world in virtual darkness for 18 months, brought the global temperature down 30 degrees, and caused, say it with me, widespread famine. Things were extra bad in China, where dust rained to the ground by the handful, and 70 to 80% of the population died. The lack of sunlight led to crop failures, starvation, and social unrest. But wait, there's more! On top of extreme food scarcity, a plague broke out in Europe. People would break out in pus-filled boils before perishing by the thousands, making disposal of the bodies impossible. Bodies were heaped in piles or thrown into the sea, only to wash back up days later. And the southern hemisphere wasn't spared. To make things worse, 536 had a powerful El Nino that warmed the waters off the South American coast, killing fish stocks, flooding the coasts, and you guessed it, causing widespread famine. So yeah.
That's crazy. That's kind of similar to... he's measuring it by fucking, the death count, the death poll. Damn it. Bro, that's fucked, actually. Bro, Sengo, now we live in a time where, we have, stockpiles of food. But if we had one single family, we'd be so fucked. Now, bro, I think, the whole world would have to fucking, fuck up before anything else. Cause fucking, I remember when fucking Russia invaded Ukraine, people would be like, oh, bread's now too expensive, bread's too expensive. I had no issues buying bread. Bread in the UK was fucking cheap as shit. Same as always. I think if it would take the whole world fucking up, before we got to a famine. I think now we have enough food that we're all kind of good, bro. I think the poor countries would starve. That's sad. But certainly, most the big countries, whatever, would survive. So, thank God on that. Enough of that bullshit. Let's watch some TikToks. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, fucking, I hated Rakai before, but he's so funny now. He's so fucking dumb and funny. He's actually, I kind of like him now. What are you saying, bro? It makes no sense. Which I think he's saying. What is he saying at the end? Hold on. I think at the I don't know. Fuck what he's saying. But I think at the end he's saying, I don't think it's that bad by myself. I think he's saying that. I don't know. How far would it be if language fell apart and the only motherfucker who would teach English is Rakai? Bro, we'd be so far, bro, for real. It's right, actually. Listo. Muy listo.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got the fire.
Bazooka.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got the fire.
Bazooka.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Kabloom. Kablow.
Oh, that's so cringy, bro. That's so, bro, I can never do shit like that, bro. This is that's insane. Facts about Ali that are insane. He usually ate breakfast in the morning. Okay. He referred to as a goat, but he was a human and not an actual goat. Oh, makes sense. He once put... No. On his 15th birthday, he turned... No. He never met King Henry VIII as they live in different... No! That's crazy. Yeah, bro, why would he punch someone? What do you want? What the fuck are you on? You was What are you doing, bro? Bro, you the gym, bro. Lock the fuck in, man. That's fun. Wait, I should probably censor that last song. What a bit. My bit. Copyrighted. Oh my god. Chat, this is why I want to live in a fucking like sunnier country, bro. Bro, imagine like not being worried about fucking winter or fucking fall. That's my dream, bro. Okay. Nuclear take. I think it's bullshit that we have to accept that half of our year is gonna be miserable as fuck, bro. Oh damn. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. God damn, real good as well, man. He's my man.
Just always in his own world. He ain't quiet for real unless he know you. He's funny as hell though.
What the fuck even is that, bro? It's funny. Oh. Fuck you. It's funny, bro.
А може TikTok was
Oh, we done already, bro. Get the fuck off the PC, Washington. No, oh my god. No. Oh, she hot, actually. Ew! Take it back.
Grown ass man getting his throat wet.
Oh.
Man, it sure is chilly today.
Grown ass man talking about he chilly.
He chilly.
When he said that,
Oh, we dead ass.
But if one man can hold you down, two can rape you.
Fuck, bro. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
Different heat settings. Great.
A grown ass man, by the way.
Back pain, great girl.
Go, Kylie, go. Good job, Kylie. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Wow.
Ooh, hold on.
Kylie,
Change them from gay best friend
good job, Kylie. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
to my boyfriend. Honey, I think he was tricking you all along, bro. System. That's funny. No, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Raise volume. I need some shit right now. Play that shit, bro. Bro, I miss Shakira so much, bro. Bro, wait, hold on. Is she still making music? Is Shakira? Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. Oh, she is actually. Yes, she's still making music. Currently on a she's on world tour. Oh, bro, I'm buying tickets, bro, right now. I'm buying tickets. Hold on. Wait, I don't want to talk to myself. Shakira tour. But I'm buying tickets right now, bro. Shakira tickets. But where's she actually? Fuck! No concert! Fuck! What's this? Bandistown. What the fuck is Bandistown, bro? I ain't Bandistown. Who the fuck lives in Bandistown? Okay, Mumbai, New Delhi. Ooh. Fuck, bro. When was this? Oh, that was recent, actually. Nah, bro, like, someone in UK, bro. I'm not going fucking India for that shit, bro. Shakira, okay, check. If I see UK one time, okay, we're good. Phoenix, Jordan, Qatar, Mumbai, Delhi, fuck, bro, no UK. God, bro, he's going to UK. He's going to India, but not UK, bro. Come on, girl, be for real. We dead ass.
Yo, bro, I got...
No.
Oh, man, our fights will be legendary.
No. Who the fuck are you? No. That shit is so true, bro. Chat, we could literally fucking like spend like $5 on a gym locker, but we don't, bro. I got like the lock thing, but we literally don't ever.
Oh my god.
Something's overtaking my body.
Oh.
I can feel it.
Feel it.
I don't know what just happened.
That's funny. I fucking love Jinx, bro. He's so funny. Got some fucking cum on my lips. Yeah, bro, bro, I was just about to say, you know, if I were him, I'd run him over, bro. That's funny, bro. No. That's funny, bro. That's fucked up. No, that was probably, hold on, chat, that was probably copyrighted, hold on. That might have been copyrighted.
One day, or day one. Hot girls lift heavy. Gym now, twerk later. No pain, no gain. Hustle for that muscle, honey. Serving face and lifting weights. One day.
Yeah, bro, that'd be so cringe if I could never do that shit, bro. Ooh, there you go. That's my man. That's my man. That's my goal. Oh, papi. Papi, why are you wearing extra small, papi? That's so okay, bro. I didn't get out to the point where like, I find Jabulin disgusting, bro. Bro, the milkshake on the fucking burger. Nah, bro. Too far, bro.
Feel me? Five Guys mukbang, man.
5 Guys mukbang.
This is my first time trying.
Does he eat it? Nah, that's fine, bro. He good. You don't mind. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. My God. Oh, Chad. I want 5 Guys so bad right now, bro. But if I was rich as fuck, I'd buy. I was about to say if I was rich, I'd buy 5 Guys every day, but like that's not true, bro. But even if I was rich, I'd get so fat from that. Like I'd be rich, but I'd be fat as fuck. That's great. No, Chad, great idea. I'd buy 5 Guys every day, but also I'd get like fat surgery every day as well. Would they like fucking like take away the fat? Chad, papi. I would make like infinite free food. I'd get 5 Guys, I'd get fat, I'd remove the fat, and I'd eat the fat to fucking like get food. Dude, I'm kind of smart actually.
Whatever happened?
I'm kind of like Einstein. Are we done now, by the way? I think we're done. Alright, peace, chat.
¿Te gusta ver vídeos divertidos de Azul?